Welcome to HN Travel Destinations. Washington State, known for its stunning landscapes, dynamic cities, and pioneering spirit, is facing a significant social challenge: homelessness. In 2023, the state saw an 11% increase in its homeless population, totaling 163,000 people. This represents a 52% increase since 2013, underlining a distressing trend that urgently needs to be addressed. In this travel documentary, we will explore the causes of this crisis, the demographics of those impacted, and the measures being taken to mitigate homelessness in Washington. If you're keen to learn the real stories behind the places you visit, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more insightful content. The situation in King County, including Seattle. King County, including Seattle, is the core of Washington's homelessness crisis. In 2023, a King County report estimated 71,385 people were homeless on any given night. Nearly 60% of these individuals are unsheltered, equating to about 42,000 people living on the streets in vehicles or other precarious conditions. The influx of workers and residents attracted by Seattle's flourishing economy exacerbates the limited supply of affordable housing, contributing to the concentration of homelessness. Seattle's picturesque cityscape starkly contrasts with the grim realities its homeless residents face, emphasizing the critical need for comprehensive solutions. How has Seattle's rapid economic growth contributed to the homelessness crisis in King County? Demographics of homelessness. In 2024, Washington classified approximately 30,376 individuals as chronically homeless, making up about 19% of the total homeless population. This number has risen from 10,158 in 2018, indicating an entrenchment of long-term homelessness. Chronic homelessness is typically related to severe mental illness, addiction, and prolonged economic instability. Targeted interventions, such as extensive mental health services, addiction treatment, and continuous housing support are necessary to address this group. Annually, nearly 31,000 unaccompanied youth aged 12 to 24 experience homelessness in Washington, as per the Washington Office of Homeless Youth. These youths often lack the support and resources needed for a stable transition to adulthood, making them especially susceptible to prolonged homelessness. Youth homelessness arises from family conflict, abuse, and insufficient support systems. Essential services such as education, job training, and mental health support are crucial to prevent these young people from falling into a cycle of long-term homelessness. Demographics of homelessness in Washington. While white individuals represent the largest racial group among the homeless in Washington, comprising about 57.2%, minorities are disproportionately affected. Blacks, who make up just 4.5% of Washington's population, account for nearly 17.7% of the homeless. Similarly, Native Americans, 2% of the population, represent over 7% of the homeless. These disparities reflect systemic issues like racial discrimination, economic inequality, and inadequate resource access, which disproportionately impact minority groups and contribute to higher homelessness rates. Access to shelters. Interestingly, white homeless individuals are more likely to be unsheltered, about 57% compared to 41.2% of the overall homeless population. This suggests that white individuals might face distinct challenges in accessing shelters, possibly due to systemic biases or specific resource availabilities. It raises crucial questions about the accessibility and adequacy of shelter services across different racial groups, underlining the need for equitable solutions that address the unique barriers various communities face. Cost of homelessness in Washington. Washington has dedicated significant resources to addressing homelessness. The 2022-23-24 budget allocated $4.3 billion to housing and homelessness programs across various departments. From 2019 to 2024, the state spent roughly $19 billion on homelessness initiatives, averaging $3.8 billion per year and aiding over 671,000 people during that period. This substantial financial commitment highlights the state's recognition of the severity of the homelessness crisis and its commitment to addressing it through a range of programs, including emergency shelters, affordable housing projects, and supportive services. However, state funding is just one part of the solution. Local governments, nonprofit organizations, and the federal government also contribute financially to homelessness programs. Despite these investments, the rising numbers suggest that more comprehensive and coordinated efforts are necessary to effectively tackle the crisis. Collaboration among these entities is crucial to ensure that resources are used efficiently and that programs are tailored to meet the diverse needs of the homeless population. Innovative funding mechanisms and sustained financial commitment are essential to bridge the gap between demand and available services. Top 5 most homeless cities in Washington. Vancouver. Vancouver faces a significant challenge in addressing homelessness. In January 2023, Clark County, which includes Vancouver, estimated 18,300 people were experiencing homelessness, with 8,672 classified as unsheltered. The city has witnessed a sharp increase, with numbers rising nearly 21% between 2020 and 2022. Chronic homelessness has surged by 54%, and chronically unsheltered homelessness has increased by a staggering 78% since 2022. Rising housing costs and limited affordable options are the main drivers of this crisis. The local government has been working on increasing affordable housing projects and enhancing support services, but the demand continues to outpace supply. Kent. In 2022, Kent reported 19,751 homeless individuals, marking a 5% increase from 2019. Over 7,750 of these individuals were unsheltered, living on the streets or in improvised dwellings. Data from 2017 indicates a 40% increase in homelessness within the county, highlighting a persistent and growing issue. Kent's efforts to address homelessness include expanding shelter capacities, providing job training programs, and increasing access to mental health services. However, the rising cost of living and insufficient affordable housing remain significant obstacles to effectively reducing homelessness in the area. Tacoma. Pierce County's 2022 count enumerated 20,851 people experiencing homelessness in Tacoma, a 30% increase since 2017. Of these, over 9,750 were unsheltered. Many homeless families in Tacoma are immigrants fleeing political instability and economic collapse, further straining resources. In 2022, Tacoma had approximately 28,000 undocumented immigrants, representing about 13.3% of the state's total population. This surge has led to overcrowded shelters and longer wait times for permanent housing, risking the displacement of established homeless residents. Tacoma's initiatives include targeted outreach programs and partnerships with local nonprofits to provide comprehensive support to both long-term and newly homeless individuals. Spokane. Spokane's 2023 point time count identified 21,390 homeless individuals, reflecting a 16% increase from 2022. Of these, 10,035 found shelter in emergency shelters or transitional housing, while 9,155 were unsheltered. Men make up 61% of the homeless population, with a notable rise in homeless families, now comprising 27% of households. The racial makeup is predominantly white, at 75%, with Black and Native populations also represented. Spokane has been working on expanding affordable housing and enhancing mental health services, but the rapid increase in homelessness highlights the need for more robust and scalable solutions to meet the growing demand. Seattle. Seattle, the largest city in Washington, has a homeless population of approximately 62,000. Of these, 41,578 reside in emergency shelters or transitional housing. The city has seen a significant increase in homeless Hispanic and Latino individuals, suggesting a correlation between migration and homelessness. According to the Seattle Family Foundation, around 10,342 people in Seattle are immigrants, many of whom face economic insecurity, language barriers, and lack of recognition for foreign qualifications, making stable housing elusive. Seattle's response includes increased funding for affordable housing projects, comprehensive support services, and targeted initiatives to address the unique challenges faced by immigrant populations. But the scale of the problem continues to grow. The harsh realities of homelessness. Community impact. The presence of a large homeless population affects communities tangibly. Increased homelessness is often associated with higher crime rates and reduced public safety. Areas with high concentrations of homeless individuals frequently struggle with waste management and environmental cleanliness. For example, parks and public spaces may become unsanitary, leading to public health concerns. Businesses and local residents may feel unsafe or uncomfortable, which can impact the local economy and community morale. Addressing homelessness not only benefits the individuals directly affected, but also enhances the overall quality of life for the entire community. Health implications. Homeless individuals are more susceptible to health issues, both physical and mental. According to a 2023 report, about 30% of the homeless population in Washington suffers from severe health conditions that go untreated due to lack of medical access. Chronic illnesses, mental health disorders, and substance abuse are common among the homeless, creating a cycle of vulnerability and instability. The harsh living conditions worsen these health problems, making it challenging for individuals to seek treatment and maintain their health. Accessible healthcare services are vital in breaking this cycle and helping individuals regain their independence and stability. Criticism and controversy. These criticisms underscore the urgent need for more effective and compassionate policies that address the systemic issues contributing to homelessness. Current approaches often fail to tackle the root causes such as shortages of affordable housing, mental health support, and economic instability. Without addressing these underlying problems, homelessness will continue to rise, perpetuating a cycle that is difficult to break and exacerbating the challenges faced by both individuals and communities. solutions to mitigate homelessness. Affordable and stable housing. Providing affordable and stable housing is a key solution to homelessness. Increasing the availability of low-cost housing units can bridge the gap for those struggling to afford market-rate apartments. Government-funded housing programs and incentives for developers to build affordable units are crucial elements of this strategy. Additionally, policies that protect tenants from eviction and rent hikes can prevent individuals from becoming homeless in the first place. Housing-first approaches, prioritizing permanent housing before addressing other issues, have proven successful in reducing homelessness and improving overall well-being for individuals. Comprehensive support services. More than housing is needed to address homelessness. Comprehensive support services are also essential. These include access to healthcare, mental health services, and job training programs. Providing these services helps individuals better reintegrate into society and maintain their housing stability. Collaborations with nonprofit organizations can extend the reach and effectiveness of these support systems. Services like substance abuse treatment, counseling, and educational programs are vital in helping individuals overcome the barriers contributing to their homelessness. Empowering individuals with the necessary tools and support can lead to long-term success and reduce the likelihood of re-entry into homelessness. Economic and social policies. Economic stability is fundamental in preventing homelessness. Policies that support higher minimum wages, job creation, and economic assistance can reduce the risk of individuals losing their homes due to financial instability. Additionally, educational and vocational training programs can empower vulnerable populations with the skills needed to secure sustainable employment. Social policies addressing income inequality and providing a safety net for those in need are essential in creating a more resilient and inclusive economy. By addressing the economic factors that contribute to homelessness, we can build a more equitable society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. Intersectoral collaboration. Effective solutions require collaboration across various sectors, including government agencies, community organizations, and the private sector. Joint initiatives such as public-private partnerships can pool resources and expertise to create sustainable solutions. For instance, partnerships between local governments and businesses can facilitate the construction of affordable housing and the provision of essential services to homeless individuals. Additionally, fostering community engagement and involving stakeholders in the planning and implementation process ensures that solutions are comprehensive and tailored to the specific needs of the population. Intersectoral collaboration is key to creating a coordinated and effective response to the homelessness crisis. Personal stories, resilience amidst adversity. Serafina's journey. Meet Serafina, a 23-year-old woman whose life on the harsh streets of Seattle illustrates the struggles and resilience of homeless individuals. Serafina didn't start out homeless. Her past is filled with a loving family, a safe home, and joy. A devastating fire, a subsequent hospitalization, and an eviction notice began her slide into homelessness. On the streets, Serafina faced relentless challenges, scavenging for food, battling severe weather, and coping with the mental stress of constant uncertainty. Yet, her story is not solely about despair. With the support of Mary, a compassionate volunteer at a local day shelter, Serafina found a lifeline. Mary provided not only food and clothing, but also a connection and a pathway to a job training program. Through perseverance and support, Serafina moved from the streets to a tiny studio apartment, representing hope and a fresh start. How can personal stories like Serafina's affect public perception and policymaking on homelessness? personal stories humanize the statistics, making the issue more tangible and urgent. They can inspire empathy, drive community support, and motivate policymakers to enact more effective and compassionate solutions. Stories like Serafina's showcase the potential for recovery and the importance of support systems, emphasizing the human aspect behind the homelessness crisis. Encampment bans in Washington. Legal framework. Regulating homeless encampments in Washington involves a complex mix of state laws, municipal ordinances, and court decisions. The Washington State Constitution provides protections that influence how cities manage public spaces and address homelessness. Article 1, Section 7 protects against unreasonable searches and seizures, while Sections 4 and 5 guarantee the rights to free speech and assembly. These constitutional provisions play a critical role in shaping the legal framework for encampment regulations, particularly regarding the rights of individuals to occupy public spaces. The Homeless Housing and Assistance Act establishes a framework for funding and coordinating homeless services across the state. However, the enforcement and regulation of encampments are generally managed by local jurisdictions, resulting in a varied patchwork of regulations and practices tailored to specific community needs. This localized approach allows for flexibility but also leads to inconsistencies in how homelessness is managed across different areas. Local strategies and challenges. Cities across Washington have adopted various strategies to manage homeless encampments, reflecting their unique circumstances and priorities. In Seattle, for example, encampment bans are enforced in specific areas, focusing on public parks and sidewalks. These efforts often involve sweeps, where encampments are cleared and individuals are offered services and shelter. Opponents argue that these sweeps are necessary for maintaining public order and safety. However, critics argue that they displace vulnerable individuals without providing long-term solutions, perpetuating a cycle of homelessness and instability. Washington State, known for its stunning natural beauty and vibrant culture, boasts numerous fun facts. It is the leading producer of apples in the United States, earning the nickname the Apple State. Home to the iconic Space Needle, Seattle hosted the 1962 World's Fair, showcasing its innovative spirit. Washington boasts more evergreen trees than any other state, contributing to its lush landscapes and renowned national parks like Mount Rainier and Olympic. The state is also the birthplace of global giants such as Starbucks and Boeing. Additionally, Washington has a rich music scene, being the birthplace of grunge music with bands like Nirvana and Pearl Jam. From tech hubs to breathtaking scenery, Washington offers a diverse and dynamic environment. Homelessness in Washington State is a complex issue that intertwines economic, social, and political factors. While significant resources have been allocated to combat this crisis, the increasing numbers indicate that more comprehensive and coordinated efforts are needed. Addressing homelessness requires a holistic approach that includes affordable housing, comprehensive support services, economic stability, and intersectoral collaboration. Thank you for watching.